Buying a used Mercedes after the warranty expires can either be a smart long-term decision or a slow financial bleed that drains your bank account year after year. The problem is not the brand. The problem is choosing the wrong engine, the wrong transmission, or the wrong generation. In 2026, depreciation has made many Mercedes models look affordable. But affordable to buy does not mean affordable to own. Some platforms are engineered to last well past 100,000 miles with predictable maintenance. Others become repair-heavy the moment the factory coverage ends. In this video, you'll learn which 5 used Mercedes models are actually safe to own after warranty based on engine design, drivetrain durability, long-term reliability data, and realistic maintenance costs. We're ranking them from generally safe to the most financially secure option you can buy right now. And stay until the end, because after we cover the smart buys, I'll also explain which Mercedes models you should approach with extreme caution if you want to avoid expensive surprises. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is the 2018 to 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. This is one of the safest entry points into modern Mercedes ownership after warranty because it uses a relatively simple and well-understood drivetrain. Under the hood is the 2.0-liter turbocharged M274 inline-4 producing 241 horsepower and 273 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic transmission. By these model years, most early production issues with the M274 had already been addressed, and long-term data shows solid durability when oil changes are done consistently every 5,000 to 7,000 miles, instead of stretching factory intervals. In today's market, clean examples with 40,000 to 70,000 miles are typically trading between $22,000 and $30,000, which is significantly below their original MSRP range in the mid-dollar 40,000s. What makes the GLC 300 financially safer is its shared platform with the C-Class, meaning parts availability is strong and repair costs are predictable. The 9G-tronic transmission has proven reliable in this application when serviced properly, though fluid changes should not be ignored past 60,000 miles. Known issues include thermostat housing leaks, occasional crankcase ventilation valve failures, and standard suspension wear components around 70,000 miles. Before purchasing, inspect for coolant residue near the front of the engine, confirm transmission service history, scan for stored fault codes, and avoid vehicles with inconsistent maintenance records. It's not the most exciting Mercedes you can buy, but from a cost control perspective, it's a stable and rational choice after warranty. Number 4 is the 2014 to 2016 Mercedes-Benz E350 chassis, the 212 facelift. This generation represents one of the last E-Class models built before Mercedes dramatically increased electronic complexity. Under the hood is the 3.5-liter V6 M276 producing 302 horsepower and 273 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 7G-tronic automatic transmission. By the facelift years, the M276 had matured significantly, and major early production concerns had largely been corrected. When maintained properly, this engine regularly surpasses 150,000 miles without internal mechanical failure. Market pricing in 2026 places clean examples with 60,000 to 90,000 miles between $15,000 and $22,000, a steep drop from original MSRP figures that commonly exceeded $55,000. What makes the W212E 350 financially secure is mechanical balance. It avoids turbocharger replacement costs, avoids complex high-output AMG components, and in many configurations does not require airmatic air suspension. Known issues include timing chain tensioner wear at higher mileage, oil separator failures, and standard suspension bushing wear. The 7G-tronic transmission is generally durable but must have documented fluid service. Before purchasing, check for oil leaks around the timing cover, confirm cooling system integrity, inspect suspension components for play, and verify that no deferred maintenance has accumulated. This is one of the most rational long-term Mercedes platforms built in the last 15 years. Number 3 is the 2019 to 2021 Mercedes-Benz C300 Chassis WW 205 facelift. This is where modern technology meets controlled ownership cost. It uses the updated 2.0-liter turbocharged M264 inline 4, producing 255 horsepower and 273 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 9G-tronic 9-speed automatic transmission. The M264 replaced the earlier M274 and brought improvements in efficiency, internal refinement, and cooling management. In real-world ownership data, this engine has shown stable reliability when oil services are performed more frequently than the factory-recommended extended intervals. In today's market, clean examples with 30,000 to 60,000 miles are typically selling between $23,000 and $32,000, compared to original MSRP figures in the mid-$40,000 range. What makes the facelift C300 financially safer than earlier compact Mercedes models is improved electronics, stability, and a more refined 9G-tronic calibration. Known issues are generally minor and predictable, including coolant valve leaks, occasional sensor failures, and normal wear items such as motor mounts and suspension components past 70,000 miles. There are no widespread catastrophic engine or transmission failures associated with this generation when properly maintained. Before buying, confirm full service history, inspect for coolant seepage near the thermostat housing, verify smooth transmission shifts under load, and avoid cars with heavy tuning modifications. It offers modern comfort without exposing you to high-risk repair categories. Number 2 is the 2017 to 2018 Mercedes-Benz E400, early W213 generation. This model strikes a strong balance between power and long-term durability without stepping into high-maintenance AMG territory. It uses the 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6, producing 329 horsepower and 354 lb-ft of torque, paired with the 9G-tronic automatic transmission. This engine architecture has proven structurally solid when maintained properly, and it avoids the higher thermal stress levels found in AMG-tuned variants. The 9G-tronic in this application is well matched to the torque output and has shown good long-term reliability when fluid services are performed on schedule. In 2026, clean examples with 40,000 to 70,000 miles are generally trading between $25,000 and $35,000, significantly down from original MSRP figures that often exceeded $65,000. What makes the E400 financially attractive is that you get E-Class build quality, strong highway durability, and a relatively simple suspension setup if you avoid heavily optioned air suspension cars. Known issues include occasional coolant system leaks, motor mount wear, and electronic sensor faults typical of modern luxury vehicles. Turbocharger failure is not common when oil changes are done consistently, but neglected service intervals increase risk. Before purchasing, confirm transmission service history, inspect for oil leaks around turbo lines, verify cooling system condition, and avoid vehicles with deferred maintenance or inconsistent records. It delivers upper-level comfort with controlled ownership risk when chosen carefully. Number 1 is the 2018 to 2020 Mercedes-Benz S450 Chassis WW 222 facelift. This is the most financially secure option on this list when you balance depreciation, engine durability, and long-term ownership risk. Under the hood is the 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged V6, producing 362 horsepower and 369 lb-Fm of torque, paired with the 9G-tronic automatic transmission. Unlike the V8-powered S-Class variants, the S450 avoids the higher thermal stress, increased fuel system complexity, and elevated maintenance costs associated with larger engines. The V6 platform has shown consistent durability when maintained properly, and the 9G-tronic transmission in this configuration has a strong reliability record. In 2026, clean examples with 40,000 to 70,000 miles are typically trading between $35,000 and $45,000, compared to original MSRP figures that often exceeded $95,000. That level of depreciation creates opportunity, but what makes the S450 rank first is controlled risk. While the W222 does use air suspension, the facelift years benefited from improved component longevity compared to earlier production cycles. Known issues are generally related to air suspension, wear over higher mileage, battery management modules, and standard cooling system maintenance. There are no widespread catastrophic engine failures associated with this configuration when service intervals are respected. Before purchasing, confirm full service history. Inspect air suspension operation for smooth ride height adjustments, verify transmission fluid service, and scan for electronic fault codes. It delivers flagship comfort with a drivetrain that does not expose you to the financial volatility of higher output variants. The key takeaway is simple. After the warranty expires, engine design and drivetrain simplicity matter more than badge prestige. The models on this list share one thing in common: predictable maintenance patterns, proven transmission durability, and no widespread catastrophic engine failures when serviced correctly. That's what protects your bank account long-term. Before buying any used Mercedes, verify full service history, avoid neglected or heavily modified examples, and budget realistically for maintenance instead of stretching financially just to get into a higher trim. If you're considering one, comment below with the exact model year, engine, and mileage, and we'll break down the real ownership risk. Smart buying is what separates luxury ownership from unnecessary repairs.